Drivers, start your engines!
Hello everybody and welcome to the 2014 Daytona 500 for the Bass Pro Shops Cup Series. It'll be the first race after the Sprint Unlimited. Your winner of that was Ian Dutta in the 32 car. Casey Gleason narrowly finished second, just by about 2/200ths of a second, excuse me. We'll go through your starting lineup here. Joseph Lombard on the pole, Dylan Dahm in second, Jacob Reed on the outside of row 2 with Joey Stone on his inside, Ryan Acosta in the 16 car with Fred Singer in 6th place. Cody Evans in the 51 with Zach Lombard up to his inside. Danny Wells in the 4. Casey Gleason in the 52. Ian Dutta starts 9th, I believe, with Foster Brown in the 30 on his outside. Excuse me, he starts 11th. I'm a row behind. So Foster Brown will be in 12th. John Trollston in 22 car. Then Ken Thoreau. Lane Brown, Keith Batson, I believe. Yep. Marco Salpetro, Aaron Cloverfield, Nick Soman, Roman Rahal, Henrietta Fitzwater, Julian Van Buren, Joshua Balkin, Chris Washer, Tim Fiegel, Eric Burton, Ivan Martinez, Nick Alton, Jonathan Newman, I believe Matt McIntyre. Yep. Let's see. Kyle Singer in the 20 car, Matt Corkland, 27, Jason Ashby, 88, Daniel Gilbert, 34, Nick Pericles in the 17, Tyler Green in the 33, and I believe Dylan Thoreau, can't hardly see. Dylan Thoreau, Zachary Fitzwater, Seth Cole, Zach Dishman, Zach Schulte, and Keaton Atkinson round out the field. So, let's take you down for the command to start engines. And there it was, the command to start engines. We are just shy of getting this race underway. Cars will be rolling here in a moment. And there they go. Alrighty, with that, we'll get you ready for your start here. Alrighty, as the field goes into turn 3, we'll give you a quick rundown of the top 10, just real quick. Like I said, Joseph Lombard on the pole, Dylan Dahm 2nd, Joey Stone 3rd, Jacob Reed 4th, Ryan Acosta, Fred Singer, Cody Evans on the outside of row 4 with Zachary Lombard on his inside, Casey Gleason in 10th, and Danny Wells in 9th place. I apologize in advance. I guarantee you I'll screw somebody's name up before this thing really gets going, so hopefully I'll have that under control by the time we get a little further down in the season. But as the pace car pulls to the pit lane, Joseph Lombard will bring them to the green flag, and we are green in the Daytona 500 for the 2014 season. Here we go. As the field goes off into turn 1, you just kind of bring up some storylines. You always have to worry about the big one here. It's always a threat, especially when you get 3 and 4 wide, way back in the pack. Usually they're fine on the back stretch, but you got to kind of sort it out by the time you get to the tri-oval. That's where stuff really starts to get hairy. Now this is all for pride right here. This who gets to lead the first lap of the Bass Pro Shops Cup Series. Looks like Ryan Acosta is going to do it, but Zachary Lombard looks like he wants to be the first one to lead in that 10 car. He's got Danny Wells and Ian Dutta pushing him on the inside lane. We're 3 wide in the middle here. Looks like Jacob Reed is now pushing Zachary Lombard in that inside lane. You got Lane Brown in the 41. Ian Dutta's going for the lead. Danny Wells pushing him on the inside there. He's got help from the 22 of John Trollston. on the inside lane there. You got 3 Penske cars right there. You got you got John Trolston, Keith Batson, and the 2 of Nick Soman there. Ryan Acosta got shuffled out to the outside lane. Here at Daytona, it's really just a matter of how long you can stay in that inside lane. That's really going to determine who wins this race. Looks like you got Tim Fiegel there on the inside. He's pushing Henrietta Fitzwater in that 43 car. Your pole sitter, Joseph Lombard, and the guy that was on his outside, Dylan down there, they're stuck in the outside lane. Jason Ashby started way in the back. He's already trying to break into the top 10 in that 88 car there. 36 and Matt McIntyre, he was really strong in the sprint shootout, or sprint unlimited. I always call it the shootout. It's the unlimited. Matt McIntyre was really strong in the unlimited, but he's looking to, they must have switched over to that car because he's moving his way to the front. Tim Fiegel going for the lead. Henrietta Fitzwater, I believe, led that last lap. Let's see. Tim Fiegel's going to, I guess Matt McIntyre wasn't having it. He shoved him out of the way. He wants to go to the lead. He's got help from Jason Ashby in that 88 car. That 88 is always fast here at Daytona. You got the 66. That's it's Joshua Balkin right there. He started in the back as well. Jason Ashby and he must have made their way up together with Nick Pericles. Tyler Green also started in the back in that 33 car. I believe Matt McIntyre led that lap. I hope these guys stay pretty calm here for the beginning parts of this race. The last thing you want to see is a big wreck take out a bunch of cars really early in the going. Tyler Green pushing that inside line along. He's got Nick Pericles out front. Nick went up to block Henrietta Fitzwater. I don't know that was that smart of a move. But that's Kyle Singer in the 20 car. He's getting pushed from Dylan Thoreau in the 1. That is the nice thing about super speedways, is you don't have to go through the field a whole lot because the field cycles its way through. Pretty much you're going to talk about everybody by the time this race is over. Dylan Thoreau, he's got help from Zach Dishman there in that 21 on the inside lane. Daniel Gilbert in the 34 pushing him. The 98 there, that's Zach Schulte in the Dogecoin car. Zach Dishman, he made his first ever NR 2003 start in the Sprint Unlimited the other night. He's looking to lead his first official lap in an NR 2003 series in that 21 Ford. Maybe not. Looks like Daniel Gilbert's going to try and go for the lead here. I think Zach's going to get the lap lead, though. Yep. All the cars are just so tight here. You have no room for error, or you're going to cause a huge wreck. Zach Schulte, also his first NR 2003 start. He's going for the lead. I believe the 42, that's Zachary Fitzwater. He's making his way back to the front. He's pushing Jonathan Newman in that 47. Jonathan had a strong running in the Unlimited. Ivan Martinez on the inside in that 44 car. The 11 there, that's Keaton Atkinson. He runs in Danny Wells. He runs in Danny Wells' NR 2003 series. He's the 22. But he's making his start in the 11 Toyota this season in my league. Oh, and we're 4 wide. That's where bad things start to happen, especially up at the front. Nick Alton in that 7 Chevrolet, he's moving his way to the front. Hopefully we get this kind of sorted out by the time we get back to the trioval, or we're going to have a mess. Ivan Martinez taking the lead from Jonathan Newman. Oh, 34's in the wall. He's really holding up that outside lane. I think they're going to make it through, though. He got a big piece of the wall there. Oh, yep, there he goes. There's a big wreck. Oh, man, that's going to take out a lot of cars. 43, Henrietta Fitzwater. She's up and over. Oh, my gosh. Barrel rolling down towards turn 1. She's going to get stuck on her roof. The caution will be out. And you had to see it coming, folks. They were 4 wide in the tri-oval. And you just can't do that here. It doesn't work. Casey Gleason, looks like he got a piece of it. I think Joey Stone might have made it through. Let's see, that's Nick Soman. Oh, big hit for Keith Batson. Your pole sitter, Joseph Lombard, I think he's fine. His brother, not so much. Zachary Fitzwater got a big front end damage. Tim Fiegel, he might be fine. Nick Pericles, he's got a big chunk of damage. Foster Brown, Jason Ashby looks like he might have rear-ended somebody. Lane Brown, I think he's got some front end damage. Tyler Green, he's probably got some damage. Quit going to the pace card, piece of crap. Lots of guys with damage. 66 has damage, 55, 47 to Jonathan Newman. That's Zach Schulte in the back there. Jacob Reed on pit road. I don't know if he has damage or not. Casey Gleason coming to pit road. Ian Dutta, your Sprint Unlimited winner, he's coming to pit road. Daniel Gilbert. Let's see. Who will be your leader? Oh, Keaton Atkinson got some damage too. Pretty big rear end damage on the 11 Sheen. Looks like the 15, that's Roman Rahal. I haven't talked about him very much, but he also had a strong running in the Unlimited. We'll see who comes to pit road here. Looks like everybody but the 48 Julian Van Buren is going to come. I can't say that that's a very good strategy for him to stay out at this point in the race, especially when the entire field is coming to pit road, but I guess he really wanted that lap lead. So as the pace car and Julian Van Buren circle around, we'll take a look. Oh, Danny Wells, hard impact on the right side. Same thing with the 51. Just a shame that so many good cars got taken out this early in the race. But with that, we'll take a look and see what happened to bring out your caution. Alright, this was really 2 separate incidents. I can tell that it started when the 34 of Daniel Gilbert, he got up in the wall. I don't know if he I think he was just riding up high, and he came down and he pretty much checked up that whole outside lane, really that whole second pack. And I think that's probably what saved a lot of these guys back here, is the fact that they were so far behind. But then you had Kyle Singer. He and I believe it was the 11 of Keaton Atkinson. He and Keaton Atkinson get together in the tri-oval, and I kind of knew this was going to happen. You can't go 3 wide in the tri-oval here. Which camera am I using? This one. Yep, Keaton Atkinson and the 20 of Kyle Singer. Keaton just rubs on the 20 there, and they just nowhere to go for, especially Jonathan Newman. That's a heartbreaker. Zach Schulte. Oh, and then I saw the 43 roll over. Keaton Atkinson got into Henrietta Fitzwater, and then I don't know if I bet the 12 Keith Batson absolutely clobbered her, and that got her over on her side. Zach Dishman. Oh, we got more cars. We'll take a look at that in a sec. But yeah, oh man, that's Joshua Balkin in the 66 back there. He took a wild ride, reminiscent of Casey Kane back in the 2009 July race. Zach Dishman gets a huge piece. Looks like the 18. Both of the Singer brothers got involved in that wreck. Matt Corkland narrowly misses it. 43 just keeps rolling. Casey Gleason. Not very kind to Sprint Unlimited drivers here. A lot of those guys that were involved in this wreck. Who else gets involved? Layton Brown, I saw, got a piece of it. Tyler Green spun out. I don't know if he got a bunch of damage or if he just got turned. Who's even left? Not many, that's for sure. Good job by Tim Fiegel. He missed it. Matt McIntyre both miss it. Nick Soman and your pole sitter. I wonder if they just spun. I think they just spun out, maybe either trying to turn down and avoid it. Jason Ashby, he might have made it through. Joey Stone was way at the back there. He made it through. And all these guys are out just 9 laps into this race. Joshua Balkin, Jonathan Newman, Ryan Acosta, John Trolston, John Thoreau, Zach Schulte, all done. Alright, now let's see what happened with this second wreck. Involved Danny Wells, the 55 of Eric Burton. Okay, I see. So it started here with the 42 of Zachary Fitzwater. I think Jonathan Newman probably gets turned. Oh no, he got caught after the 20 of Kyle Singer there. He caught the rear end of the 42 and turned him right down into Marco Salpetro and Eric Burton. I think the 5 of Chris Washer, he might have got a little piece of it. And then Zachary, the guy that pretty much started the wreck, he gets the least amount of damage. Because Eric Burton and the 17 of Nick Pericles come up, and who do they get? They got, just these guys almost had, they missed the big wreck, and then just caught up in somebody else's mess. Casey Gleason, that's where he gets involved. Seth Cole gets turned. Danny Wells nowhere to go. Danny might be fine. I think he might just have some side damage. Casey Gleason, I think he just spun, but he might have a little too much to overcome at this point in the race. Let's see. Let's go on board with the 43, just to see this roll over. Riding along, you see the wreck, it's going 200 miles an hour. You can't stop. You just kind of hope that they're gone by the time they get there, and unfortunately for Henrietta, they were not gone. So with that, we'll get you back to your restart. Lights are out on your pace car. Julian Van Buren, he was the only car to stay out under that yellow flag. Roman Rahal there in the 15, he's riding in second place. Got Nick Alton in the 7. Then car that was involved in that accident, that's the 42 of Zachary Fitzwater. Looks like he's going to be able to continue on. Aaron Cloverfield in the 38. 13, Seth Cole, he was involved in the wreck too. Ivan Martinez, Chris Washer in the 5. The 31 of Ken Thoreau will get you back to your restart here. As Julian Van Buren is going to take him down to the green flag. Now what'll be interesting is if he has to come down to pit road relatively soon, because he's going to be the only car coming to pit road. He gets a good jump, though. He gets way out in front of Roman Rahal. It'll be interesting to see with this 5-car break. Oh, no, there we go. Aaron Cloverfield and Nick Alton, they're going to drop to the inside. They're going to try and blow past Julian Van Buren here. I wonder if their spotters were teaming him up on that last restart. Julian Van Buren, he's staying out. He's got a good run on the high side with a push from Roman Rahal in the 15. Aaron Cloverfield's going to dive to the bottom. He wants to go for the lead. Ivan Martinez in that 44 Chevy. Julian Van Buren continues to lead. I'm actually really surprised. Who else we got here? Let's see. Chris Washer, like I said. Seth Cole's still up there. He was involved in that wreck. Ken Thoreau in the 31. You got the 27 of Matt Corkland and Marco Salpetro. He got damaged from that wreck, but he's still in the pack. Dylan Dahm, he was your outside pole sitter. He's back there. He's still coming through the front. Aaron Cloverfield going for the lead. Your pole sitter, that's Joseph Lombard in the 9 car. He and Dylan Dahm were on the front row together, and they're looking to charge their way back to the front. They've caught this front pack. You got Foster Brown, Tim Fiegel, Jason Ashby, Matt McIntyre, Ryan Acosta. Holy cow, these are a lot of guys that were involved in that last wreck. And they're actually keeping pace with the pack. I thought a lot of these guys were out, especially Ryan Acosta and the 22 there, John Trolston. They were done. That just goes to show you that's the draft, the great equalizer there. Jason Ashby looks like he might have a little piece of damage. Joey Stone, I'm really surprised. He started up front, and I'm really surprised he hasn't been able to get back there, but maybe with help from his teammate Jason Ashby. Nope. Oh, Julian Van Buren. Is he out of gas? I bet he's out of gas. Wow. Julian Van Buren is... Oh, no, he's just pitting. He's pitting. Okay. I thought he was out of gas. Lane Brown back there. Danny Wells, his teammate Tyler Green. Too much damage to continue. Looks like they're going to ride around to the back, try and salvage a good finish. Keaton Atkinson in the back. But Julian Van Buren, you just had to see this coming. Did not have enough gas when he pitted on that, or when he stayed out on that last caution, hoping for a yellow to maybe gain some track position. Did not happen. So with that, your leader is Ken Thoreau at the moment. Dylan Dahm on the inside, pushed by Foster Brown. Looks like Dylan Dahm's probably going to get the lead here, coming out of turn 1. Ryan Acosta pushing the 30 of Foster Brown. That's the 2 of Nick Soman. He's got his teammate John Trolston behind him. Seth Cole in the 13. So looks like this race is going to come down to this pack of cars right here. I'd say that's probably pretty close to 20 cars that are going to be factored into whoever wins this race. Ryan Acosta going for the lead in that 16 Ford Fusion. You got Joseph Lombard and Chris Washer trapped in the middle there. John Trulston, I don't know if he left room for Nick Alton on purpose, but now we got 4 wide. We got Dylan Dahm and Joseph Lombard. Hopefully they can sort this out so we don't end up with another yellow like last time. Yep, there they go. There they go. Big wreck. I knew that was coming. That really sucks. I didn't want another wreck. Roman Rahal, Dylan Dahm. Oh my gosh. Lane Brown absolutely clobbered his teammate. That's 3 Stewart-Haas cars. That means all 4 Stewart-Haas cars have been knocked out of the race. Lane Brown, Zachary Fitzwater, Dylan Dahm, and Danny Wells are all knocked out of this race. That's really a shame. We're not going to have very many cars left now. Who's even left? Ryan Acosta missed it. Nick Soman, John Trolston, Seth Cole, Matt McIntyre. Joseph Lombard got some pretty heavy rear end damage in that wreck. Marco Salpetro, he was involved in a wreck earlier. Matt Corkland, Ivan Martinez, Aaron Cloverfield, Jason Ashby. Thought he was done, I guess not. Roman Rahal, Foster Brown got a big piece of damage there. 78 Tim Fiegel, he barely missed it. Joey Stone hasn't quite been as fast as I thought he was going to be, but he's still in it. He missed that last wreck. And Tyler Green looks like he's still in a race. Nick Alton, I think he might be finding and see if he got any damage or not. Keaton Atkinson, Chris Washer in the 5. Nick Alton in the 7. But yeah, that's what's left of your field, folks. We'll take a look and see what happened to bring out the caution. You'd think they'd have learned from the first wreck, but it was not to be. It's really unfortunate. It took out a lot of good cars. Nick Alton here, Joseph Lombard, Seth Cole, and Dylan Dahm, they're 4 wide. Nick Alton tries to come up and get a run off the corner and just gets turned right into Joseph Lombard. Just absolutely had no idea it was going on. Chris Washer, Matt McIntyre barely scrapes by. Ken Thoreau, I think 5 of Chris Washer just got turned. Roman Rahal. Who else? Foster Brown, and then you got Ken Thoreau up there. He and, let's see, that's Dylan down there. Ivan Martinez, Roman Rahal do a great job. Oh, Fitzwater there clobbers the 14 of Dylan Dahm. Joey Stone cuts through the grass. And then this is where the big hit comes, is when, let's see, I believe, Lane Brown comes flying in here at 152 miles an hour and absolutely clobbers Dylan Dahm. And his teammate Lane Brown just absolutely destroys the rear end of the 41 in the process. Kyle Fitzwater, another heavy hit. Zachary Fitzwater, excuse me. Too many Kyles and Zachary's in the sleep. Okay. Ken Thoreau. Let's see. Oh, and then Julian Van Buren absolutely plows into the 31. So even he got his yellow, he was going to be fine, but he could not slow down in time to make it through the wreck, and it ended up costing him his chance at a victory today in Daytona. So with that, we'll get you ready for your restart. Lights are out on the pace car. We're going to have 8 laps to go when we get back to the green flag. Ryan Acosta is your leader. Nick Soman in second. Matt McIntyre in third. Roman Rahal fifth. And Joey Stone, how about that? He's up to 5th place. Tyler Green involved in an earlier wreck. He's in 6th. Cody Evans, Chris Washer, John Trolston, Seth Cole, Marco Salpetro, Matt Corcoran, Ivan Martinez, Joseph Lombard, Aaron Cloverfield, Jason Ashby, Tim Fiegel, and Nick Alton are pretty much the cars that have a shot here. They're going to decide it between themselves with 8 laps to go when we get to the start-finish line. Pace car pulls to pit road, and Ryan Acosta will bring him back to the green flag. This is shaping up to be another great Daytona finish here for the Daytona 500. Joey Stone moves to the outside. Probably not the best idea. He doesn't have very much help. Nick Soman wasting absolutely no time. He's going to the inside of Ryan Acosta. Roman Rahal on the 15. He's dropping down to the inside. Joey Stone's going with him. This is where you know that all your bets are off. You got to get to the front and you got to stay there, because this is about who's going to win the Daytona 500. You don't have teammates. You don't have friends. It's all about you right now. You got two Hendrick teammates on the inside with Chris Washer and Joey Stone. They're pushing to the lead. Joey Stone's coming to pit road. Same thing with Chris Washer. Who else is going to have to pit? Nick Soman and Ryan Acosta are staying out. Same with Seth Cole. Tyler Green, Marco Salpetro, Ivan Martinez, a lot of these guys are staying on the track. Well, they have to come back to pit road. I'm really surprised that... Oh, no, these guys... I forgot. These guys pitted under this yellow. Wow. So what? That's Roman Rahal, Cody Evans, Joey Stone, Matt McIntyre. All these guys pitted under... or did not pit under the yellow. I hope that doesn't cost them the race. But Ryan Acosta is holding strong out front right now. You got Seth Cole and Nick Soman battling each other in the second place there. Yep, Ryan Acosta's coming to pit road. So your leader at this point in time is going to be Seth Cole, pushed by Ivan Martinez on that inside line. They got Aaron Cloverfield in that 38, loves Travel Center, loves truck stops, whatever they are, in that inside lane. Tim Fiegel. Wow, this pack is really thinned out. I don't think we're going to get another yellow, but that's what these guys that pitted under green, that's what they're going to need to get back in this race. Tim Fiegel and Matt Corcoran pushing hard on the inside, trying to get around Ivan Martinez in that 44 car. Who's even left? Tyler Green, he's coming to pit road. Nick Soman, he's coming. I wonder if that means these other guys are going to have to come. Because if that's the case, then the guys like Joey Stone and Chris Washer are going to be in pretty prime position. John Trolston there. Nick Alton in the 7. But as of right now, these are your leaders. Ivan Martinez out in front of Aaron Cloverfield and Seth Cole. What happened to Matt Corcoran? Is he coming? He might be coming to pit road. Same with Seth Cole. I think Ivan Martinez is coming. Nope. So these guys, I believe, are staying out as we come down to get 4 laps to go here in Daytona. This is really stretching out the field. I mean, I'm really surprised that there's only like 6 or 7 cars left in this contention, but that's what pit strategy does. Oh, man. Seth Cole absolutely moved Ivan Martinez out of the way. He was not having it. That's going to... Oh, Ivan Martinez got a run off the outside. He's door-to-door with Seth Cole right now. That's going to allow Marco Salpetro and his teammate Matt Corcoran in the 27. Oh, they don't care. They're not helping each other. They're going 3 wide with Ivan Martinez. Here comes Tim Fiegel. He's back in the battle here. Matt Corcoran going to the inside. He's trying to take the lead from Seth Cole. Aaron Cloverfield, he's got a huge run. It looks like it's going to be settled between these 6 cars. These are the last 6. It's survival of the fittest here in Daytona, and it's going to be one of these 6, I believe, that takes the checkered flag here at Daytona. We got 3 laps to go. Your leader right now is Matt Corcoran. Tim Fiegel in second place. Let's see who's running after these guys. John Trollston, Jason Ashby, Foster Brown, Nick Alton, these guys. They pitted under that yellow, but looks like they did not have the speed or the car to be able to stay up there. Your pole sitter, Joseph Lombard, sucks for him. These are these guys that pitted under that last onto green. These were the first guys that pitted. Looks like they should probably come out with a solid day. Not what they wanted, but that's what happens when pit strategy screws your race up. So we got 2 to go. Seth Cole's going for the lead. He's gotten help. He's getting a slingshot off of Matt Corcoran in that 27 car. They're 3 wide behind him. Aaron Cloverfield's trying to make a hold on the bottom there. I don't know if he's going to have the run to do it. Matt Corcoran and Marco Salpetro, teammates, working hard on the outside to try and keep that 13 behind him. You actually have 4 ECR-powered engines here with the 27, 13, 78, and the 3. So ECR has a 2 and 3 shot of coming home with a victory for their engine shop today. As we are on the white flag lap, Matt Corcoran and Marco Salpetro pushed by Ivan Martinez. They're in that outside lane. Aaron Cloverfield behind them. It's Seth Cole and Tim Fiegel down on the inside as they rocket into turn 2 off of the backstretch. It's all about Matt Corcoran. He's blocking both lanes. Marco Salpetro, he's gotten a run. Is he going to play a good teammate and push his teammate to the win, or is he going to go for the win? Keep in mind, Marco was involved in that earlier wreck. There he goes. Marco Salpetro to the inside, coming off of turn 4. The fabled 3 car is coming down to the start-finish line. Matt Corcoran's got a run on the outside, but it's going to be Marco Salpetro taking the fabled 3 to victory lane in Daytona International Speedway. How about that? Wow. Great finish here to kick off a great season for the Bass Pro Shops Cup Series. Marco Salpetro in that fabled 3 car gets to Daytona International Speedway victory lane. What a finish. Alrighty. So, we'll let the field cycle around here. Matt Corcoran comes home second in a heartbreaker. He led so much at the end of that race. Just couldn't close the deal. Get passed by your teammate on the last lap. Seth Cole comes home in third, I believe, with Ivan Martinez fourth and Tim Fiegel fifth. Aaron Cloverfield, I believe, sixth. We'll get a full result. We'll get your full results here in a little bit. There's John Trollston, Jason Ashby, Nick Alton, Foster Brown, Cody Evans. A lot of these guys. A lot of their days ended in heartbreak. We had a lot of wrecks today. 3 big crashes, taking out a lot of strong competitors. Joey Stone and Ryan Acosta. Their hopes were dashed by pit strategy. Same thing with Chris Washer and Matt McIntyre. Your pole sitter comes home with an alright day. Comes home 12th, I believe. Not what he wanted, but could have been a lot worse. So hopefully the results should be done. Yes, Marco Salpetro, how about that? Taking the 3 car to victory lane, just 0.06 of a second almost faster than his teammate Matt Corcoran. Seth Cole third, Ivan Martinez fourth, Tim Fiegel fifth. Aaron Cloverfield sixth. John Trollston 7th, Jason Ashby 8th. 9th is Nick Alton, Foster Brown 10th, Keaton Atkinson 11th. Joseph Lombard comes home 12th, Ryan Acosta, Joey Stone, Roman Rahal, Chris Washer, Matt McIntyre, Nick Silman, Tyler Green, and Cody Evans were your last cars running. How about that? Just shy of half the field is running at the finish. That's definitely not what we wanted, but you know, with Daytona, there's always the chance for a big wreck. Danny Wells, Fred Singer, Zachary Fitzwater, Dylan Dowd, Lane Brown, Ken Thoreau, Julian Van Buren, Zachary Lombard, Zach Dishman, Jacob Reed, Casey Gleason, Ian Dutta, Keith Batson, Henrietta Fitzwater, Eric Burton, Joshua Balkin, Kyle Singer, Jonathan Newman, Nick Pericles, Zach Schulte, Daniel Gilbert, and Dylan Thoreau, all involved in accidents today. But your winner is Marco Salpetro. Congratulations to him. Our next race should be, I want to say Atlanta. If I'm following the 2015 schedule, I'm working on that still. It'll be Atlanta or Phoenix, one of the two. But once again, congratulations to Marco Salpetro. We will catch you guys next time. Have a good night.